Here are the champions of political professional wrestling, the American Adversary on 660 WORL and on 1520 The Biz.
All right, welcome back to the show, folks. We are in the midst of two contests running right now here on Sunday Night Live Radio, American Adversaries, live until 8 o'clock. Then, of course, Armed American Radio will take you live until 11 o'clock, and the Dancing Queen is going to speak to us peons from the Oval Office tonight, so it will be interesting to see how he dances around this terrorist attack, this Muslim Islamic-inspired terrorist attack in San Bernardino, California. All right, one of our... I'm sorry, I just blurted it. I'm sorry, I touched the wrong thing there. We're running two contests. One is... how old is the new bride of a 51-year-old Saudi Arabian prince? And the other is, who said the Bible is the cornerstone of liberty? Sherry is up next, and then looks like Phil, if Sherry doesn't get it right. Sherry, thank you for calling tonight.
Yeah, well, I know you already have the answer that I said.
So, yeah, you were going to say Washington. Now,
let me switch it to John Adams.
No, you're still in the right era.
Oh, that was close.
Maybe John Quincy Adams.
No. Hey, but do you want to take a guess on the Saudi princess?
The princess.
6 years old.
How old?
6.
6 years old.
6 it is.
Wow.
Had you heard about that story, or you just guess?
No, it was just a guess. I was thinking that's how old Muhammad
That's right.
married.
And how old, and for bonus, how old was Muhammad's wife when he consummated the marriage?
9.
9 years old. Imagine that.
And these are the guys heading up the Human Rights Council.
All right. Well, now Sherry can't win that book, though. You know why?
Matter.
No, because she won the one yesterday.
What?
Didn't Sherry call your show yesterday?
Cheryl did.
Yeah, I called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought he was going to send me a pamphlet or something.
Yeah, he
No,
did.
I'm sending you a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, hey, give it away to somebody else, okay?
All right, we'll do, Cheryl.
All right, okay.
Hey, Chris, let me ask you one quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Earthquake Kelly?
Earthquake Kelly. No.
Yeah.
A wrestler?
That's what I want to know.
Jeff, have you heard of him? Earthquake
I can't say I have. How about you, Lucas?
Lucas? Earthquake Kelly, have you ever
We're
heard
looking
of a
it up.
named
Earthquake Kelly, give me a second.
Well, but we'll find out who he is and let you know, okay, Sherry?
I know Earthquake Kenta.
No, this is Earthquake Kelly.
All right.
I saw him he was in a movie last week I saw, and they didn't say he was a wrestler or not, but anybody with a name like that has got to be a wrestler.
You would think. What was the name of the movie?
Frontier Boys.
Was it?
The Frontier Boys.
Frontier Boys. Okay, we'll do a little checking on that for you, all right?
Okay.
Thanks.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you. Okay, we appreciate you being out
Found
there.
it. Earthquake Kelly, actor, the Frontier Boys.
The Frontier
And he's also a minister.
Yep, he's been on Praise the Lord and in the TV show Supernatural.
Well, how did you get the name Earthquake Kelly?
I'm looking that up now, but his actual name is Curtis Kelly. Curtis Earthquake Kelly.
All right. While you finish that, we'll go to Phil from Altamont Springs. Phil, thank you for calling tonight. We now know that the young bride is 6 years old, but we still don't have an answer for our Who Said That contest, which is the Bible is the cornerstone of liberty. Who said it?
All right, I just want to say that Saudi Prince is one sick guy. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say my first guess was George Washington, but someone chose that one, so I'll choose Thomas Jefferson.
That's always a good fallback. You got it. It was Thomas Jefferson. And by the way, Thomas Jefferson had a Quran that he had extensively read and wrote notes in. And so this wasn't as though, the Bible was his book as a Christian and there were no others. No, he did some comparative shopping. And Thomas Jefferson, after his comparative shopping, said the Bible is the cornerstone of liberty. No other religious book.
I like that.
Hey, listen, Phil, we need to get your information, so stay on the line. We need a shirt size and then, of course, an address where we can send this stuff. But you're right, and we appreciate you being out there.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir.
So you wanted to know why he was called Earthquake Kelly?
Why was Earthquake Kelly called Earthquake
The former
Kelly?
boxer, and judging by some of the pictures I've seen here flash up, he was kind of mean-looking back in the day.
He was a boxer, though.
Boxer.
Boxer,
Big
not
old boxer.
Boxer, not wrestler. All right, now we know. Okay, all right, now we also know who said the Bible is the cornerstone of liberty, and of course it was Thomas Jefferson. And a lot of people have mistaken the fact that he did have a Quran and did make extensive notes in it, obviously had read it very thoroughly and repeatedly, that meant that he was sympathetic in some form or fashion to Islam.
No, he decided he needed to know his enemy.
Exactly. It was exactly the opposite. He decided that after reading the Quran that it was in no way compatible with our way of life, with the Bible, with Judeo-Christian heritage, with a constitution, a form of government that cherishes liberty above and beyond tyranny. So, and I'm sure you would come to the same conclusion were you, each and every one of you, to make the same comparison. And I am in no way a Bible scholar. I mean, kids in Sunday school today probably got it over me. But I've read the Bible enough, and have read the Quran enough to know that it is the Bible that is the cornerstone of liberty, and it is the Quran that is the cornerstone of inhumanity to man. So, don't have to take it from me. You can take it from Thomas Jefferson as well. And yes, 6 years old. The little girl is 6 years old. And this is not unusual, once again, in the Islamic world. The UN itself has said that, I believe it was last year, it was, I want to say 5, it might have been 50, there was millions of young girls were married off in similar ceremonies, youth weddings, child weddings, where these young girls are promised and basically given away by the family to a suitor. And it's this is what the president is going to be making excuses for tonight.
Right.
This is what Hillary Clinton goes around making excuses for.
Exactly.
And so
women are for breeding, and boys are for pleasure.
That's unfortunately the motto over there. All right, so just buyer beware. That's all I can say when it comes to Islam. Buyer beware. And I actually feel very, very sorry, and I pray hard for people who are Muslims and really are decent, good people, and think that they do belong to a peaceful, tolerant religion because this is what they've been told, and they just don't know any better. I pray for them. I pray hard for them. And we should all do so because they have been led astray by the serpent. They have heard the serpent's call, and they have answered it, not knowing that the serpent is devouring them in the process. Devouring them in their souls, devouring them literally their bodies. All right, so back to Trump. One reason why he is so strong in the polls is he projects strength. I heard one of the talking heads say this the other morning. He not only projects strength, though, he also projects what I call, as called on the show over and over again, a can-do attitude. But I want to go even a little bit further than the can-do attitude. It's a feel-good attitude, if you will. And a lot of the talking pundits, talking heads probably think, oh, that's bad. He's just going around trying to make people feel good about being American. Well, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He is making people feel good about America again because in all of his bluster, he's always, at the end of the day, sticking up for America. Right? The whole thing about the thousands and thousands in New Jersey witnessing, celebrating the towers falling. What he may have gotten the numbers wrong, but the message that he is conveying is that I love America. I will stand up for America. I will defend America in the face of all of its adversaries and opponents. Wherever they come from, wherever they are, I will defend America. And because we have had none of that for 7 years, some would even say, 8 8, 16, and 7, 23 years. We really haven't had that. I mean, we kind of had it with George W. Bush, especially after 9/11. But then he kind of really just sort of backed off. And as he backed away from defending America, his presidency went in the toilet, and the country went right along with it. And now, of course, we have the apologist-in-chief, who will never defend America, either in his speeches nor in his actions. And so we are starved for it. We are famished. We thirst for it. We long for it, and we know we deserve it. And so when a guy like Trump comes along and portrays it, it's no wonder that he is so popular in the polls. And if any of these other candidates want to overtake him, they are going to have to do the same. And Ted Cruz comes off doing that pretty well. Marco tries, but Marco is he's an establishment guy. Sorry, he just is. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to be joined by Nick Aldis, otherwise known as Magnus, world champion professional wrestler.
My friends.